Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, today we are talking about a topic about taxes, income taxes. We have three topics we are looking a little bit closer. How to get a tax number, a so-called route here in Colombia. How to become a tax resident in Colombia, and do I really have to file taxes? So these three topics. But before we start, I really would like to introduce also myself. I'm Swiss. I'm a Swiss CPA. I was working 16 years as a senior manager for PricewaterhouseCoopers in the audit, and later on as head of group accounting in two international groups. And of course, in my team, I have also Colombian CPAs because I'm not a Colombian CPA. But no worries when we file tax. So we have the expertise to file in taxes here in Colombia. Okay, then let's start right now. So let's start. How I get a tax number. That's a so-called route number, R-U-T number. So you have to go to the homepage of the DIAN, and there you have to give some data from you, and then you receive a mail from the DIAN with a link in, and this is a link for a video conference. Then you would have introduction or a presentation with the DIAN. So the DIAN is the tax authority, and after this conference with the DIAN, then they will send you your route. The route, this is a document, I'll show it to you shortly, looks like that. Without having the route, you cannot file taxes. So this is always the first step. You just have to do this once. You will have your route number for a lifetime. And of course, if you don't like to have video conferences, then you also can do it personally in the DIAN office with the officials. And even if you don't like to do that, we offer the service. Just give me a call. There are two possibilities how we can do this for you. One is you come to our office, we have the video conference together, and the other is we go to the DIAN with a power of attorney from you. So that's up to you, and here you can contact us. Okay, so before we go to the next topic, when do you become a tax resident? I want to state here very clear. This video are especially for foreigners living here, not for Colombian citizens, not for whatever super complex tax situations with company relations and whatever. It's just an expat lives here in Colombia. Of course, we also can consult you when you have a very complex tax situation. But this video is mainly for the standard case. An expat lives here, a retiree or a digital nomad or whatever, or you're married here, whatever. So this is very important. So it's not probably absolutely complete, this video, but it helps you hopefully a lot to get a clear picture, because there is a lot of confusion around taxes. Especially Americans, they always have to pay taxes in their home country, and they say, I already pay income tax, I'm not going to pay twice income tax. The United States and Colombia has no double taxation duty. That means you would have also to file here taxes in Colombia. But of course, you will not have to pay double tax, but this later on this video. Right now, we are looking, when do you become a tax resident? It's really very simple, just this case. When you're more than 183 days in Colombia, enrolling 365 days, Article 10 of the Estatuto Tributario, you can check that. That means It's not per calendar year, the 183 days. It also, you can become a tax resident when you are, let's say, September, October of 1 year you are in Colombia, let's say 60 days, you already have been September, October, then you go home, you come back in February, now you have September, October, February, March, April, May. In May, when you would go back by end of May, 365 days, then you would have already fulfilled the 183 days, and that means you would become a tax resident for the year when you completed the 183 days. It's a very simple rule. It's a little bit complex to understand if you just read it, this rolling 365 days, but I hope with this example I could explain it to you understandable. Okay, so before we go to the next topic, please follow this channel. This would help me a lot, and you don't miss any important information when you're an expat, when you think about relocating to Colombia. There are many topics like visas, how to find an apartment, many really interesting topics. I made these videos for you, and it helps my channel if you would follow this channel. So just click the bell and you follow the channel. It's absolutely free of cost, and you would help me. If you want to see what videos I already posted or published, you can click my logo, the owl, and then you see the playlist. There is a playlist in German, a playlist in English. But now let's go to the next topic. So now we have seen how to get a tax number and how to get and when do you become a tax resident. Now, when do you have to file taxes? To file taxes for 2024, income 2024, when you have more income or more expense, like on your credit card, more consummation of 63 million pesos, then you have to file taxes. Or if you have assets, wealth, total wealth, it's called patrimonio, of more than 202 million, then you would have to file taxes. We are now in the year 2025, and these numbers are changing from year to year. So be careful. If you fulfill one of these criteria, then you have to file taxes. That means then you have to get a tax number, then you would have to file. Now, many, especially Americans, they say, but I already pay in the United States, I'm not going to pay double tax. In the law, Estatuto Tributario 254, it's regulated that the taxes you pay abroad, you can deduct from the taxes here in Colombia. So it's not that terrible as you probably think. And I really can recommend you. I know there are many people, they say, no, I'm living already for years here and never came after me, and so on. I tell you one thing, even DIAN makes progress, and they find you and they will charge you with penalties and whatever, and interest. I already have seen people. It could work for years well, but one day they come and they will go after you. You always have to think your data, if you are a visa holder and so on, the data are somewhere in Colombia, available. And it's a question of time. I was working as an auditor, as I told you, at PricewaterhouseCoopers. If I would be DIAN, I would ask immigration for all information about all expats living here and don't file taxes and not even have a tax number, because you have to have income or whatever if you want to live here. Most of the expats, not all, I never say all, but most of them would have to pay taxes here, or at least have to get a tax number. We help you with filing taxes. We file taxes for our clients. As I explained to you, we also can take care about your tax number. Okay, then Yeah, I will make a part 2 where I explain you how much tax would you have to pay, how does it work. It is a very important topic, filing taxes, how much tax do I have to pay when you think about relocating, and health and taxes. These are the two most important topics people care about. And if you want to make a tax simulation, just give me a call. Here is the number, and we can have a short phone call. I will send you an Excel spreadsheet in your language. You fill in the numbers. We make you a tax simulation, so you know exactly how much taxes you would have to pay. We do the simulation not out of the box. We do it in the system of the DIAN of the tax authority. Of course, not with your name. So, but we can simulate it there, so that you really get the datas. The real data and not just a number out of the box. Okay, thank you very much for your attention. Follow the channel, have a look in the playlist. Probably there are many interesting topics for you as well. And then I wish you all the best. See you. Bye bye.
Dance without a care in those cobblestone